Razor Stein live. El Chapo, 100 million bounty placed on Donald Trump, wanted dead or alive. This article comes from HNGN. It is the Don Juan Banks, and on the line, live from South Korea, Tommy Razor Stein on Razor Stein Live. According to the article, Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman has placed a 100 million bounty on Donald Trump, promising a reward to anyone who can bring the business mogul before him, dead or alive. Prior to his July escape, El Chapo was highly vocal for his disdain toward Trump after hearing his tirade about Mexican immigrants. Reported fresh hot stuff. He reportedly often spoke about murdering Trump and allegedly found pleasure in masterminding an assassination. Informants close to El Chapo report that he was offended and furious with Trump's racist allegations and plans of building a wall dividing the United States and Mexico. He was mad. He wants Trump dead and will pay any amount of money if meant he could have Donald Trump's head, said an unnamed inmate, according to most extreme news. Despite the threat, Trump has continued to campaign, though he has done so under the protection of beefed up security team and a bulletproof vest. El Chapo, infamous for his short stature and multiple prison breaks, broke out of Mexican maximum security prison Altiplano on July the 9th, reported TMZ. Following his escape, a 3 million bounty was placed on him for his recapture, though that number was increased to 5 million in early August. Tommy Razor Stein live. 100 million bounty placed on Donald Trump's head, dead or alive.
Dude, that is crazy, man. That's like something out of you hear from the movies. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Something out of comic books that you read. That is nuts. You know what? How can you collect on that, though? If you can't be an average person and just kill Donald Trump and then go try and collect the reward, I don't think it works like that. So you'd have to be a part of the Mexican drug cartel to be able to even think about collecting on something like that. So, it can't be that scary for him. It's only the drug cartel he has to worry about, not average people, I don't think. So, but it's still going to be nerve-wracking when, you got to give a speech, and that's in the back of your mind, that, someone's saying that there's $100 million reward on my head. That's got to be hard giving a speech in a Mexican populated area. Let's say he goes to Arizona and makes a speech in Arizona, or he goes to Southern California and makes a speech in Southern California. He has to be thinking that in the back of his mind. Now, I'm not saying all Mexicans are like that, or I'm not degrading Mexicans at all. But what I'm saying is, like, he has to be the least bit nervous when he thinks about that shit.
Tommy Razor Stein, he is the Republican front runner. It is a possibility. He has the potential to be the next president of the United States.
It's pretty wild. I think he'll win the primary. And when he wins the primary, I think he could beat Hillary. Now, some people are saying that Hillary's going to be the number one Democrat, either Hillary or Bernie. But I think if he goes against Hillary, I think he will beat Hillary, as crazy as that sounds. Now, I'm not saying to vote for him or not vote for him. Me personally, I'm in South Korea, so I don't even know if I can vote.
You can.
You know what I mean?
They send it.
I have to go through all sorts of crazy shit to be able to cast my vote and pay like $150 and then call out of work and have someone pay to work for me. And then I have to go out and go to the embassy and cast my vote. It's going to be a huge pain in the ass.
Making excuses, it doesn't matter.
You can do it for free. I gotta pay like $500. It's gonna cost me $500 to cast my vote. I'm not a swing state. If I was in Florida, I'd be like, okay,
How
maybe, because my vote would matter if I live in a swing state.
can you explain to your viewers how Trump's going?
All right, so I'm not saying I'm voting for Trump. I'm not saying that. But I do think that he could win. I think there's a very good chance that he could win. And a lot of people are like, no way, it's impossible. I don't see it happening. It's like, listen, Mitt Romney lost because he didn't get the Mexican vote. But if he had 3% more of his own base, turn out to vote, he would have won. That's what they're saying. They went through the numbers and they're like, you know what? If we were able to get 3% more of our own base, we would have been able to win the election, and the Mexican vote wouldn't even matter. So I think that's what the plan is, to say I'm not even caring about the Mexican, vote. I'm not really that concerned about it. You know what I mean? I may win it, I may not win it. But if I can get 3% more of my own base to come out and vote, because my own base is lower income white males who are not college educated, who that's who they tap into, and that's who they try and draw,
Okay.
unfortunately. And if I can get my own base to come out and turn out and vote for me, I could win this election easily. And that group knows Donald Trump. They know him from The Apprentice.
Okay.
They know him from all the media coverage that he's getting, all the attention that he's getting for
Yeah.
saying all sorts of outlandish, crazy stuff.
Yep.
They know him, and they may find it interesting and fun to be involved with voting for him. So you could see a big surprise come November next year when people are voting and you're like, whoa, there's huge lines. There's going to be huge lines, for each candidate.
Yes, sir.
People might be huge lines for Bernie. There might be huge lines for Trump. And all of a sudden, you're like, wow, I didn't expect this to happen at all. And it could be a really big difference. Only 33% of the population in America votes. We are like ranked 120th out of all the countries, who vote. We're like, out of 190 different countries, we're ranked like 120. We're really bad at voter turnout. But this election could really have high voter turnout because they know who the candidates are. They know him from a TV show. The kids understand who he is. They can relate to all the stuff that he says.
We'll see.
So it could be a high voter turnout, and all of a sudden, Trump wins the election. And the Mexican vote doesn't really matter. The black vote may not matter. Who knows? It would be I would definitely think that the black vote would go for Bernie, but you never know.
This worldwide sitcom is going to be canceled. I got Tom Cruise. I just want to be Ted Cruz. We're live. Okay, not Tom.
Tom Cruise is going to run for president.
Tom Cruise, 2000 and oh no, it's 21. I think that in 2021,
2020, Tom Cruise.
2020, like the show. Yeah. Look, I'm just joking around with everybody. We're live. Ted Cruz. I have Ted Cruz. You're not supporting Trump or anything, but you feel that he can win.
There's a possibility. I mean, I would give him a plus 500 on the odds. If I was going to bet on him, I'd give him a plus 500. I'm a betting man, Donna. I like to bet on the UFC, and I would give him a plus 500. Hillary, I'd give a plus 400. Bernie, I'd give a plus 700. And Ted Cruz, I think he's a big underdog. I'd give him like a plus 1,600.
I'll be
where if you bet $100, you win $1,600.
You bet on these kind of things?
There has to be some kind of online betting for this because that's what I would bet on.
$100 million bounty. Tom, last question. Should Donald Trump really be afraid for his life? Is someone trying to cash this in?
I don't know. You never know what could happen. 9/11 was the craziest thing I've ever experienced, and I was like, after that, I was like, oh my god, you never know what could fucking happen. You never know what could, the craziest things that happen sometimes, and you're just like, wow. So it could, and I don't want it to see it happen. It'd be terrible. But I think they should take this somewhat serious.
No one wants to see that happen.
Nobody.
Nobody.
There might be some people who are insane, but
Man.
huh?
Nobody I know of in particular.
Yeah, nobody you know. Yeah, put it that way.
Yeah, that I actually know. Tom Tommy Razorstein Live. Take that time to subscribe.
All right.
Peace.
Sounds good to me, man.
Peace.
Peace.